Hi, it's Pastor Amy. It's great to be back with you, offering another video reflection for this upcoming Sunday. This week, I've been thinking about commitment. Commitment in our work and our volunteering, commitment in our relationships with other people, and commitment in our faith. I think people have a hard time making commitments these days. I think there's a number of reasons for that. Number one is our fear of failure, that we don't want to make promises and commit to something that we don't think we can live up to or fulfill. We don't want to let people down and drop the ball on meeting expectations, and so we are reluctant to say that we're going to do something unless we know for sure that we can complete it and bring our full selves to it. I think also, it's a New York City problem that we are always so pressed for time and we have such hectic schedules that we don't want to make a commitment to something too far out. Like if we have to commit to being at an event or volunteering 3 weeks from now, we're afraid that there might be something more important that comes up that we'll have to duck out on our obligation. Or that, there's so many options here in New York for things to do that we don't want to make a commitment and then have something more interesting come up that we would have to say no to. So we leave our options open. Which brings me to the third reason that we often are reluctant to commit, and that is fear of missing out, FOMO. That we don't want to settle on just one thing because there might be some other better opportunity that comes down the road, and then we'll be in a bad position to be able to accept this other opportunity that's coming. On Tuesday nights, we have this discussion group that's been meeting over the summer, and this month we've been talking about love and relationships and romance and dating in a faithful way. I've been reading Aziz Ansari's Modern Romance as a conversation partner to the biblical story. And in that book, Ansari does a lot of research into to love and relationships and how people find a partner or a mate. There's a whole chapter dedicated to FOMO and online dating. That in this age when we can go online and have thousands, if not millions of options open to us, profile after profile that we can click through, that it's actually much harder for people to settle down and find a deep relationship because they're always wondering, what if I click on the next one and I find something better, or what if someone else comes along after I've made a commitment to another person. This wasn't always the case. 50 or 100 years ago, options were much more limited. And so people chose a mate from among the people that they associated with in their social circle or on their block or in their workplace. When the researchers talked to people, older people that had made commitments this way years ago, there were some times when there were regrets, of course, or looking back, you wonder, if there might have been someone else that they could have made a commitment to. But also, you get the sense that there was a chance to really have a deep and mature relationship, to really grow together and learn one another, and that there was fulfillment in that in some way. In this week's reading, Jesus asks his disciples to make a statement of faith about who they say Jesus is. Now, the setting for this interaction between Jesus and his disciples is fascinating. It's in the area known as Caesarea Philippi. And if you visit there, even today, you'll see the ruins of ancient Roman temples to various gods, like the god Pan. So in this context, where there were many options for where the disciples could place their commitment of faith, Jesus asks them to make this statement: "Who do you say that I am?" And it's Peter that blurts out, "You are the Messiah." Peter makes that statement of faith in that context of many options. I know in this day and age, people, especially here in Brooklyn, I know that people are often seeking various spiritual pathways and trying to learn as much as they can about other spiritualities and ways to nurture their faith and their spiritual lives. But I wonder if a constant searching and jumping from one spiritual path to another really allows for the opportunity to get to know God in an intimate way. Because choosing to commit to something or someone means that we devote our full attention and time and energy to it. We bring our full selves to the relationship. It means giving focus to that one and wanting to know more about this one that we have committed to. It's why in the Christian context, we don't just talk about some therapeutic kind of spiritual nourishment. It's actually about a relationship with God. Not warm, fuzzy feelings, but actually seeking to know more and to deepen and to wrestle with this person that we call God. We say that true peace comes from a relationship with the God who knows us deeply and whom we seek to know more and more. Leaving all possibilities open can seem like a benefit, and certainly there is benefit to exploring and to learning about other faiths or about spiritualities, but it means that we can't give the full attention and devotion that a true, mature and deep faith life really deserves and depends on. Commitment can feel like a dirty word to us, like a limiting and constraining thing. But what if we thought about it differently? What if we consider that commitment, making a commitment, can open us up to possibilities for growth and maturing in ways that we hadn't considered before? I think it's true of our human relationships as well as our relationship with God. So I invite you to come some Sunday morning at 11 to explore a possibility. You don't have to commit to anything, especially not on the first day, but I just invite you to come and to be part of a community of mutual love and understanding that seeks to deepen its relationship with the God of Jesus.